students, how are you all? I hope so you all are fine. Now kids, I'm back with my session number 5 of chapter number 3, adaptations in animals, right? Most of the things that I explained you, right? Now only 2 topics are remaining to explain. So I'm going to explain you this, okay? Adaptations in behavior कि animals adapt करते हैं अपने आप मतलब they are changing their behavior also when they are not comfortable in particular atmosphere, right? So they can changing their place from one place to another also. They are called as a migration, right? Then after I'm going to explain you about hibernation, estivation. Then after I'm going to explain you about animals in danger. There are so many animals are there कि they are in danger and एक डर होता है कि वो extinct ना बन जाए, right? So I'll explain you this, and in last I'll explain you students book exercise also, right? So let's begin. Adaptations in behavior. Animals also develop special habits to suit their surroundings, right? They have some kind of special habit. They easily can adapt whatever their surrounding is, right? Surrounding के according वो अपने आप को एक change कर ही देते हैं, right? Some animals find it difficult to survive in winter due to the extreme cold and shortage of food. ऐसे भी animals होते हैं कि they easily can मतलब वो survive नहीं कर पाते. They cannot adapt themselves in a particular place, particular weather, particular atmosphere. So they travel very long distances to reach warmer places where there is enough food. मतलब if they won't be able to survive in a particular winter season, so what they used to do, they migrate from one place to another long distance, मतलब बहुत सारे किलोमीटर्स वो एक जगह से दूसरी जगह में जाते हैं because उस particular winter season में they easily cannot get their own food. But when they migrate from one place to another, they easily can get their food. उसको उसका food easily उस proper place पर मिल सकता है. When winter ends, they travel back to their homes. Then after, there are so many seasons are there, right? But when they migrated from one place to another, when almost winter season is going to over, मतलब विंटर सीजन जो होती है वो खत्म हो जाती है, दे अगेन माइग्रेट फ्रॉम दैट प्लेस टू देयर ओरिजिनल होम. वो उस प्लेस से अपने होम तक माइग्रेट करके वापस आ जाते हैं. These movement of animals from one place to another for feeding or breeding is called migration. कि एक ऐसी चीज जो एनिमल्स जो होते हैं वो एक जगह से दूसरी जगह कोई भी पर्टिकुलर कंडीशन से बचने के लिए जाते हैं. So that process is called migration. Clear? The Siberian cranes come to India every year from Siberia in order to escape the severe cold. Siberian crane मतलब they are living in Siberia. They have some मतलब एक ऐसी सीजन होती है जहाँ पर बहुत ठंडी होती है, right? So they travel around 80,000 kilometers to save from that severe cold. सिर्फ उतनी ठंड से बचने के लिए they are traveling 80,000 kilometers, right? The Arctic terns travel about 80,000 kilometers round trip between Arctic and Antarctica annually. They breed in the Arctic in summers and live in Antarctica in winters. Arctic tern it's a kind of a bird. तो वो एक ऐसी ब्रीड में से है कि वो जब समर होती है तब वो कहाँ पे रहते हैं, एंड आर्कटिक में रहते हैं, राइट? और जब विंटर होती है तब वो एंटार्क्टिका में रहते हैं, राइट? उसके बॉडी में ये कि वो एक उसके ऊपर कंफर्म है कि बहुत ही समर होती है, गर्मी होती है तो वो आपके आर्कटिक जोन में रहता है, और बहुत ही ठंडी होती है वो एंटार्क्टिका में रहते हैं, राइट? नाउ नेक्स्ट. Some animals like snakes, lizards, and Arctic ground squirrels and frogs cannot survive in the cold winter months. So they eat a lot during summer, store the extra food in their body as fat, When winters comes, they sleep in caves or underground holes for many months. This is called hibernation. These animals are able to survive on the extra fat stored in their body. There are so many animals are there. They cannot migrate from one place to another, and in that same situation, they cannot bear that cold atmosphere also. So what they used to do? They are eating so many foods in summer कि समर में वो बहुत सारा खाना खाते हैं. फिर जब विंटर सीजन दे कैन नॉट बेयर, तो समर सीजन में वो जो खाना खाते हैं वो अपनी बॉडी में एज अ फैट वो स्टोर कर देते हैं. और विंटर सीजन में दे जस्ट हाइडेड फ्रॉम द, मतलब वो हाइड हो जाते हैं और अंडरग्राउंड हो जाते हैं. अंडरग्राउंड मतलब या तो फिर वो अपनी केव में चले जाते, अपने हॉल्स में चले जाते और एक लंबी स्लीप में चले जाते, सो जाते हैं. दे आर स्लीपिंग फॉर फ्यू मंथ्स. व्हेन दे फील हंग्री, एट दैट टाइम दे यूज दैट फैट. अपनी बॉडी का जो फैट होता है इससे वो यूज कर लेते हैं. तो दिस इज कॉल्ड हिबरनेशन. इस चीज को हम क्या बोलेंगे? हिबरनेशन. क्लियर? Some animals such as crocodiles and lungfish go to sleep for a long time during hot and dry period to avoid extreme heat. This is known as estivation. ऐसे animals like crocodiles and lungfish गर्मी के सीजन में उससे वो हॉट एंड ड्राई एटमॉस्फेयर बेयर नहीं होता है. मतलब गर्मी के सीजन में वो एक हीट से बचने के लिए वो लंबे टाइम तक सोने के लिए चले जाते हैं. मतलब नॉर्मली देखना आप लोग कभी भी क्रोकोडाइल्स, लंगफिश, लीजर्ड्स गर्मी की सीजन में वो मतलब सॉरी लीजर्ड्स नहीं, मतलब ये सारे एनिमल्स जो होते हैं वो नहीं दिखते हॉट एंड ड्राई प्लेस में. क्यों? बिकॉज उससे गर्मी बेयर ही नहीं होती है. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड एस्टिवेशन. डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज बिटवीन हिबरनेशन एंड एस्टिवेशन. हिबरनेशन में ऐसे एनिमल्स जो होते हैं वो ठंडी को बेयर नहीं कर पाते और एस्टिवेशन में ऐसे एनिमल्स जो होते हैं वो हॉट एंड ड्राई प्लेस को बेयर नहीं कर पाते. क्लियर? Many animals such as elephants have the habit of living together in large families or communities. They help each other to find food, defend themselves from enemies and look after the young ones. ऐसे भी animals हैं like elephant. They are living mostly in groups. When they need help, they are supporting each other. They all are supporting each other to find food also. Even they need help and they need to defend when some animals attack them. Then they just come together and help that elephant, right? तो ऐसे भी animals होते हैं. Now last topic, animals in danger. कि ऐसे animals हैं जो danger में है, उसके डर रहता है कि वो एक्सटिंक्ट ना बन जाए. Forests, rivers and oceans are the natural homes of animals. However, due to increased human activities, their natural homes get affected badly. Due to this activity, some animals have disappeared from the earth. ऐसे एनिमल्स जो एक्सटिंक्ट होने की हमें डर है. आई कैन गिव यू वन एग्जांपल कि हम लोगों ने कभी डायनासोर देखा है? नहीं, बट वो एग्जिस्ट करते थे. अभी वो बिल्कुल भी एग्जिस्ट नहीं करते, वो एक्सटिंक्ट बन गए. बिकॉज वो जिसको वो एनवायरनमेंट चाहिए होता है वो उसको मिलता नहीं है, तो दे कैन नॉट इजीली सर्वाइव इन अ प्रॉपर दिस एटमॉस्फेयर, राइट? So same as like that, we human beings are doing so many things for us. We are cutting so many trees for our benefits, for making our furniture, right? And lots of many activities. We are clearing and cutting down forests to make buildings and like that, right? So animals day by day they are decreasing. They won't be able to survive in particular environment. नेचुरल होम होते हैं एनिमल्स के कौन कौन से? डेजर्ट्स, रिवर्स, ओशंस, राइट? तो अगर ये ही हम लोग केयर नहीं कर पाएंगे तो वो भी अच्छी तरह से जिंदा रह पाएंगे नहीं. ड्यू टू दिस एक्टिविटीज सम एनिमल्स हैव डिसअपीयर्ड फ्रॉम द अर्थ. ऐसे बहुत सारे एनिमल्स थे हमारी ह्यूमन एक्टिविटीज उसको इफेक्ट करने के बाद वो एग्जिस्ट नहीं करते हैं। सच एनिमल्स आर कॉल्ड एक्सटिंक्ट एनिमल्स। ऐसे एनिमल्स जो अर्थ में सर्वाइव नहीं करते, उसकी एक भी अंश नहीं होता है, वो एक भी एनिमल नहीं होता है, तो उस टाइप के एनिमल्स को हम क्या बोलेंगे? एक्सटिंक्ट एनिमल, राइट? पैसेंजर पिजन, डोडो and Pinta Island tortoise are some animals, extinct animals। मतलब एक पैसेंजर पिजन करके था, एक डोडो करके एनिमल होता है, पिंटा आइलैंड टॉर्टोइस। These are the kind of animals once they were exist but right now they are not exist। एक भी ये एनिमल बचा नहीं है, तो सोचो रिप्रोडक्शन तो होगा नहीं, कोई एक एनिमल भी नहीं बचा है, तो these are the extinct animals। Animals that are in danger of becoming extinct, they are called endangered animals। ऐसे एनिमल्स जो एग्जिस्ट नहीं हो, मतलब वो बहुत ही कम क्वांटिटी में बचे हैं और उसका डर है हमें खोने का, तो उस टाइप के एनिमल्स को हम क्या बोलेंगे? एंडेंजर्ड एनिमल्स। जायंट पांडा, स्नो लेपर्ड, एशियन एलिफेंट and tigers are examples of some endangered animals। The population of tiger is alarmingly decreasing every year because tigers being killed for their skin। We are using leather and everything, right? But we are not supposed to use these kind of things. Why? Because to make these kind of products, they are killing animals। So day by day when they are killing animals, so animals की quantity है day by day every year है जो कम होती जा रही है, right? So for that reason हमें कोई भी लेदर की चीज़ या तो फिर कोई ऐसी चीज़ जो एनिमल की बॉडी के पार्ट से बनी होती है, we are not supposed to purchase। If we stopped purchasing that kind of products, तो क्या होगा कि they are stop producing that kind of products। When they stop producing this kind of products, almost they stopped killing these animals, right? So be careful। The giant panda feeds only on bamboo shoots। If the forest in which the pandas live are destroyed, what would happen to them? Giant panda is a kind of animals, they only live surrounding in a bamboo trees, and they always feed from bamboo trees only। If we are destroying some forest of bamboo trees, then where they can survive? From which place they got some food, right? When we cut plants for our use, we sometimes destroy the habitat of animals। मतलब हम हमारे बेनिफिट्स के लिए अगर कोई भी फॉरेस्ट को वी आर डिस्ट्रॉइंग, तो क्या होगा कि वी आर डिस्ट्रॉइंग फॉरेस्ट ऑल्सो, राइट? We should be careful that our activities do not harm animals or their homes। We are supposed to improve ourselves, but in same condition we are not supposed to destroy animals' habitat। हम हमारे लिए कुछ पाने के लिए कुछ करते हैं, तब हमें ध्यान रखना है कि हम किसी की नेचुरल हैबिटेट को तो खराब नहीं कर रहे, so we need to be careful that। Wildlife sanctuaries and national parks should be open to provide safe habitat to animals। If suppose we need to cut something, then in same that condition we need to provide animals some sanctuaries, some national parks, and ये सारी की सारी चीज़ें animals को provide करनी है, तो उस वजह से वो animals भी बच जाएंगे और हमारा काम भी हो जाएगा। Clear? I hope so you understand। Now try to solve it exercise by your own, okay? I'm helping you, so please open page number 35। In that let me check there is text is given, okay? Sorry kids, please open page number 30। There is given true or false। Track your progress। Question number 1, state true or false। Here some questions are given, you need to answer। If the statement is correct, then you are supposed to write down state true, and if the statement is incorrect, then you are supposed to write down false। Clear? A, animals in deserts are adapted to conserve water in their body। डेजर्ट के एनिमल्स ने अपने आप को इस तरह से अडेप्ट कर लिया है कि वो अपनी बॉडी में वाटर को स्टोर कर सके? Yes, this statement is correct. Then after, the surrounding in which an animal lives is called its habitat. एक ऐसा surrounding जहाँ पे animals रहता है तो उसको उसकी habitat बोलते हैं. Yes, this statement is also correct. Then see, spider monkey is a desert animal. Spider monkey desert animal है? No, this statement is incorrect. So we are supposed to write down false. Then after, fish can live both on land and in water. Fish एक ऐसा एनिमल है जो लैंड पे भी रहता है, वाटर में भी रहता है. No, this statement is also incorrect. Write down false. Last one. Birds have hollow bones that help them to fly. Birds के पास hollow bones होते हैं, so they easily can fly. Yes, this statement is also correct. So we are supposed to write down true. Now kids flip the page and open page number 5. That's given question number 2 of track your progress. Okay, that's given filling the blanks. A. Animals that eat both plants and animals are called blank. ऐसे animals that eat both the things. We are going to call it as a omnivores. Clear? Now next. Tapeworm is an example of blank. Tapeworm is an example of what? Yes, it is an example of parasites. Clear? Now see, a porcupine has sharp blank on its body. Porcupine के पास अपनी body के ऊपर क्या है? Spines. I already spoke the answer. D. A blank has an ink sac on its body. कौन सी एनिमल के पास सैक के अंदर इंक होती है जिससे वो डेंजर फील करती है और इंक को रिलीज करती है? Yes, you all know it is called cuttlefish. Now last one. Blank have very strong jaws to crush bones. ऐसा कौन सा एनिमल है जिसके पास स्ट्रॉन्ग जॉ है अपनी बोन्स को, जिसके थ्रू वो इजीली अपने बोन्स को, कोई भी एनिमल के बोन्स को क्रश कर सकती है? Yes, hyenas is the best example, right? So here we completed track our progress. Now flip the page and open page number 36. There is given assessment zone. Question number 1. Name the category of the animals that the following belong to. Here some examples are already given. From that example, you need to identify the animals. They are categorized in which category? Okay. Number 1. Tiger and horse. They are categorized in which category? Yes, terrestrial, right? Next, number 2. Spider monkey and tree lizard. Tree lizard. It means it is arboreal animals. Then after 3. Toad and salamander. They are considered as amphibians because they are living in land or else in water also. Number 4. Whale and shark. Aquatic animals. Number 5. Giant panda and tiger. Oh, they are endangered animals, right? So now question number B. Fill in the blanks by using the words given in the box. There are few examples are already given in the box. From that options you are supposed to answer the blanks. Blank is a migratory bird. कौन सा migratory bird है? Arctic tern, right? Blank is an amphibian. Salamander. Blank feeds on bamboo shoots. Giant panda. The wings of blank are made up of thin layers of skin. Bats. Blank are those animals that eat dead animals, but natural scavengers. Now see, give one example of an animal that are adapted to the following situation. Hop and run very fast. Rabbit. Survive on less food and water. Camel. Survive in extreme cold places. Polar regions. Climb quickly on the trees. Monkey. Change color according to the surroundings. Chameleon. Done. So kids, here we completed our textbook exercise. Now let's begin question answer that's given, right? Answer the following questions in brief. Okay, listen it carefully, huh? Number one. How do amphibians breathe underwater? In water, amphibians breathe through their skin. Number two. What is the advantage of muscular limbs in the arboreal animals? Muscular limbs in arboreal animals help them to climb steps. Number three. What is prehensile tail? How does it help the arboreal animals? Prehensile tail is present in some arboreal animals such as spider monkey and opossum. It is very long tail. It acts as their fifth limb to hold on to the branches while swinging from tree to tree. Clear? Number 4. Give two differences between aquatic animals and amphibians. Aquatic animals live in water. Amphibians live in water and land both. Aquatic animals can breathe in water. Amphibians can breathe in water and land both. Examples of aquatic animals: fish and dolphins, and amphibians: toad and salamander. Now here they asked you to define some questions, right? We need to define a particular word. Number 1, migration. Migration refers to the movement of animals from place to another for feeding and breeding. Next, camouflage. Camouflage is the ability of animal to blend with the surrounding. Number 3, estivation. Estivation is the resting stage of some animals to avoid hot and dry climate. Clear? Now, question number 6. How do the following animals protect themselves from their enemies? Porcupine, with the help of sharp spines present on its body. Pufferfish, by inflating the body twice its size. C. Stick insect, by camouflage it looks like twig or leaf of a plant. Last one, chameleon. By camouflage it changes color to blend with surrounding. Clear? So here we completed our answer in brief. Now let's begin answer the following questions in detail. Kids, this is literally detailed one. You need to open your mind. This cannot be ratta nahi maar sakte ho. You need to understand this question then and then you can able to answer it. Okay? So number 1. What changes will a polar bear need to make in its body to be able to live in desert? To survive in desert, polar bear need to make following changes in its body. Polar bear has to lose its fur and blubber so that its body does not remain warm in hot conditions of deserts. It must develop a mechanism to store water in its body. It must adapt to survive without the food and water for many days. Next, number 2. What is blubber? How is it help for the animals? A thick layer of fat under the skin of a polar bear is called blubber. Blubber keeps the body of an animal warm. It also serves as a source of energy during winter. Now, third one. Differentiate between carnivores and herbivorous animals based on their teeth and feeding habits. Herbivores. Herbivores eat only parts. Carnivores eat the flesh of other animals. They have sharp front teeth which help them to cut the grass and plants. Carnivores. They have sharp teeth and claws for tearing out the flesh of their prey. Examples of herbivores: cow, horses, and deer. Examples of herbivores or carnivores: wolves, tigers, and lions. Clear? Now, next one, number 4. Why do elephants live in large communities? Elephants live in large communities to help each other, to find food, defend themselves from enemies, and look their young ones. Right? Now, number 5. Describe any 3 different ways in which animals protect themselves from extreme hot and dry conditions. Animals protect themselves by following ways: migration, estivation, and hibernation. You need to write down in depth. Okay? Now number 6. Differentiate between estivation and hibernation. As I told you, you need to differentiate between estivation and hibernation. एस्टिवेशन ऐसे कि ऐसे एनिमल्स जो होते हैं वो विंटर सीजन को बेयर नहीं कर पाते, और हिबरनेशन मतलब ऐसे एनिमल्स जो हॉट सीजन को बेयर नहीं कर पाते. ठीक है. नाउ नेक्स्ट नंबर 7. हाउ कैन वी प्रिवेंट एनिमल्स फ्रॉम बिकमिंग एक्सटिंक्ट? We should avoid excessive cutting of trees and plants. It may destroy the natural habitat of animal. Eventually, they become extinct, right? So we are supposed to stop doing these kind of activities. Clear? Now 8. Differentiate between endangered and extinct animals. Give 3 examples of it. Extinct animals जो मतलब बचे ही नहीं, उसका कोई भी एक एनिमल बचा ही नहीं. और एंडेंजर्ड एनिमल्स मतलब वो डेंजर में, वो भी एक्सटिंक्ट बन सकते हैं बिकॉज हम उसके बॉडी पार्ट्स को का यूज कर रहे हैं. सो वी आर नॉट सपोज टू डू दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स. नाउ लास्ट वन 9. A squirrel and a sparrow both live on trees. Do they belong to the same group of animals according to their habitat? Support your answer with a suitable example. So easy. No, they belong to different habitats. Squirrels are arboreal animals. They have highly flexible ankle joints which helps them to move up and down quickly on trees. Sparrows are aerial animals. They have wings that help them to fly. Their forelimbs are actually modified into wings with feathers. So they both are totally different. So here we completed our chapter. At the last, I have given you extra activity. You need to draw some diagrams with good drawing, right? You can do better than me also. That you need to draw one aquatic animal, one aerial animal, one parasite, and the animal which shows adaptation for their own protection. Okay? So try to do it with good handwriting. Use scale wherever it is needed to you. Give presentation. I love to see your presentation. So guys, done. Do it, okay? If possible, then do it today only. Work को delay मत करो. Okay? So if you like my video, like it and see you in next session. Bye bye.